Welcome back everybody. We are back out camping again. As you can see, very windy today. We are forecast steady 20 mile an hour with gusts over 50, as well as heavy rain, and to top it off it's going to be dropping to -2 through the night. Main priority now is to get somewhere to pitch the tent and get out of this wind and rain. Gonna have to do. I get the pole set up first, they're not going to blow away, whereas if you get your tent out first, that's just going to flap around while you do your poles. A guy line clipped onto the rucksack, not going anywhere now. Going to get a couple of guys in. So I've set it up so that the door is hopefully not exposed to the wind. I had to take my glove off. Can't grip the pole with them. There we go. Got some big 9-inch pegs. Right, I'm going to get my gear out of the rain, and then I'm going to put some more guy lines in. I'm making a bit more room to dump the wet stuff and to get changed. Little carabiner and some Dyneema cord. I think I've shown this before. I'm already pretty sure the tent's not going anywhere, but it doesn't hurt, does it, to go belts and braces if you've got it. I can move this round a bit now as well. Gives me a bit more cover from more directions. So I'm pretty confident that that isn't going anywhere now. I'm going to go inside for a bit, I think. These are supposed to be waterproof. I'm not convinced. I'm glad to be out of that lot. So somewhere in here I've got a bit of a tarp. What'll be here today? Well, I lied. I brought 2 beers. And acts as a bit of a ground sheet just so I can get out of these wet clothes. There we go. This is not going to dry out. Took my trousers and my socks, so they're dry. Dry clothes, warming up a little bit. To be honest with you, it's not really camping weather this, is it? But I fancied a bit more of a challenge today. I feel like I've been coasting a little bit with some of the recent camps. And I've been looking back at some of the older stuff where I was pushing myself a little bit more anyway. Thought we'd have a bit of that today. The wind is not quite as strong as it was, but every now and again there's a big gust. I'm also pushing the limits of the sleeping bag, should I say quilt today. I brought with me the lightweight synthetic quilt, and that is rated down to around 0 degrees comfort. It's going to drop just a degree or 2 below that through the night, so I might need to put my down jacket on and my synthetic bottoms as well, just to boost things up a little bit. Going lazy today. There we go, bed made. DEFCON 5 on the toasty warm scale. Gonna have a brew. Or a cup of soup. So think about that while the kettle's boiling. Don't need that. These are the things that you have to keep an eye on. Easily lost those. Bring that up there for a minute. Enough there for 2 brews, methinks. Let's get it lit. The official sunset is at 5 o'clock, which we've just done. No red skies though tonight. Not here anyway. It is freezing. I got to Edale about 2. And it was chucking it down then, and it's not stopped since. It's not like mega downpours or anything, but it's enough to get you wet. Wind's picking up a little bit. We're bubbling. We've decided on tea. It stopped raining, but there's still a bit of wind. It is so cold tonight. It is Baltic out here. Look how sodden it is. It's not too bad where the tent's pitched though. Bonus. Home sweet home. Need to warm up. I'm going to have my dinner. I'm going to have a cup of soup for starters, and then we've got the Chinese tonight. We've got special chow mein with some egg fried rice in there. Going to boil this in the bag. So this is a Morrison's takeaway ready meal. The special chow mein, and then I've just put a little bit of the egg fried rice in as well. It's better than dehydrated stuff anyway. So I've got another, so this is the Avenue 900ml pot, and this is the Vezov windshield that goes with it. No, it doesn't go with it, you have to buy it separately, but I wanted to try a proper caldera cone, so I've ordered one of those from over in America. Yeah. And that's on its way, so that is going to be made for this pot. That's the soup ready. So I did freeze this and took it out this morning, so when I brought it up it was still a little bit, tiny bit frozen, but that's how you keep it fresh-ish. Bit more water in. Let's bring that back to the boil, and I might simmer it. So I've got the simmer ring off my Trangia, and that just fits on this stove, just makes the flame a little bit smaller so you can let it burn for longer. Right, so that is bubbling away. Oh, let's get it to come off with the thing. There we go. I'll put the simmer ring on, so should calm the flame down a little bit. Get that back on. Just leave that 10 minutes or so. Ooh, first course is nice. Cream of mushroom croutons again. So I was ready for getting out today. It's been quite a busy week. Boiler died. Yeah, so we've had a new one fitted. I think we've lived there since 2019 now, and in that time we've had them out 3 times to the old boiler. It's almost 12 months of the day that it cost us 600 quid. So we weren't doing it again. It was an old boiler. So I've had to bite the bullet, sign my life away and all that. Positive note, house is warm and the hot water's scorching now. I'm ready for that takeaway. Yeah, so I was saying earlier that a lot of my recent camps, I do still get out in some rough weather, but I would have avoided today like the plague, especially when it said there was going to be 50-mile-an-hour winds. It's quite mild now, so everything's dropped off. There's no rain at the minute, and there's very little wind at the moment, so fingers crossed it stays like that. But yeah, coming up here, you know, it was blow you off your feet kind of stuff, so yeah, it's nice to be out in that. It proper wakes you up, freshens you up. It's, yeah, it's a tonic. You should try it. It's got to be done now. Learnt my lesson this time. looks alright. This is the future, I'm telling you. Boiling the bag and making myself, or even just put your favourite ready meals in. Piping hot, no washing up. And it tastes like proper food. So I've gone from being really cold to red hot now. Just goes to show what, you know, just moving around a little bit, getting some hot food inside you does. Definitely changed the outlook. I mentioned that I've ordered the original caldera comb for this pot. It's not the only thing I've got on the way. I am really excited about a new tent that is currently in transit, shall we say. It's the most eagerly anticipated tent. I've been waiting for this now since I first saw it, and the prototype thing, probably around 6 months ago, and they are in stock now. I'll pop a picture up on the screen. It's the Nortent Vern 1, the new version. So I've got the original Vern 1 with the cross pole. I've got the Vern 1 polycotton, which is what this new Vern 1, the sil nylon version, is sort of based on that design and principles. It looks incredibly robust. It's double skinned. It is high tear strength sil nylon. Oh, it's got loads. It's got all the best features from the Vern 1 PC, plus more. So I'm looking forward to testing that out. Hopefully in time for my next video. So watch this space. I've not brought the gas lantern with me today. Didn't want to have to carry the gas canister, to be honest with you. So we've gone UCO candle tonight. Oh no, the lighters. No, it's not. Well, now it's just cold, I think. We got there in the end. Flame is much smaller than the gas one though. See what it's like with no light on. Nice bit of ambience, but that's about it, isn't it? It's the closest I'm getting to a campfire tonight though. I've just been out again. There's a little fine mist of rain, but nothing bad at all. However, the wind seems to have dropped right off. According to this app, the forecast says gusts of up to 20 miles an hour, but we've had nothing for the last half an hour or so. I might have a bit of a problem though. So it's currently around 2 degrees. And the temperature drops off to -3 come 6 o'clock in the morning. We've got a bit of a frost, but it's going to be clear, so hopefully we get a good sunrise. Yeah, but the problem is that this bag, quilt, you know, the climate shield in it is comfort rating 0 to 1 degree, and that's, you know, it's not including the drafts and stuff that you get from it. So it's not rated to what the temperature is going to be, so I might be getting cold. However, I'm going to try rolling with the down jacket, beef up my sleep system. I've got these Primaloft, I think it's Primaloft Gold insulated trousers as well. That should boost my comfort ratings up and off. And then we've got this Nemo sleeping pad, which isn't the warmest. I haven't bought my closed cell foam mat to go underneath it, so we're just going to have to see how it goes. I don't feel incredibly cold at the minute. This tent is holding in some heat, and once I've got this zipped up, you know, it'll be a lot warmer inside. I've also remembered to get this out of my bag, so this is just going to go at the bottom of my quilt. This is my Be Free water filter. Yeah, if your water filter freezes and you've got water droplets in it, they can expand and it knackers the filter inside, so it means that whatever water you're filtering after that might not be safe. So always try and keep that, you know, above freezing. So I've decided to take the down jacket off because I'm not freezing cold, to be honest. I'm just going to put my hat on and put my hood up on my hoodie and see how we go. If I need to add it on later on, then I will do. I'm going to watch half an hour YouTube, see what Liam's up to.
Oh, it's a different world up here. It was before sunset and then still end up hiking it dark.
Looks like this will be a good one, so I'm going to leave you now. I'll see you in the morning.
No, it's saying fire to goddamn place.
Morning, campers. It's cold. Oh, I didn't need to put the down jacket on. About an hour ago I did have to get onto my back and just tuck everything in with a quilt and stuff. Mummify myself a little bit. But yeah, it's alright. On the edge of comfort, I would say, but we've got some sleep. We're due a sunrise in about 15-20 minutes, so hopefully we'll be blessed. Oh, it's cold. It's certainly crisp. So all of this sodden ground, it's now crusty. This was flowing water last night. Look at that already. Sunrise. I haven't seen a soul since Edel car park yesterday. I tell a lie, I saw two trail runners in there when it was chucking it down. They're dedicated, aren't they? Coat is solid. Oh well. So glad it's dry and there's no wind. The little tiny breeze that we've got, it just kills your fingertips. But I'll get them wrapped round the old X-Mug in a minute with a cup of tea. Somewhere in here, look. The water filter still in good nick. Good test for this quilt. Admittedly, I did beef it up a bit with these trousers, and then I just had a Patagonia hoodie underneath me. Both the quilt and these trousers, they don't pack down as small as down, but really liking them so far. Toasty warm. Let me take that off because I look like the knight again from Last Crusade. It's mornings like this that you're not in a rush to get off the hill really. Perfect conditions, you've got the whole place yourself. The only annoying thing is the odd aeroplane going over the top here. Manchester Airport's just over the back there though. First proper test for the Nemo Tensor, insulated as well. It's -2 this morning and I didn't feel any cold underneath me, so it's not very often I'm going to be going camping much colder temperatures than that. So yeah, I'm happy with that. A good night skip. Put this coat on to try and warm it up a little bit. I feel like Robocop, it's all crunchy. Let's get it zipped up. It'll be right. So this is the main reason why I've ordered the other cone from America. It's got little press studs on here, and they're not only are they a faff to get off, but they look really flimsy, and I'm worried about breaking them, especially when it's cold weather like this. Things are a little bit more brittle. That's not bad for a synthetic quilt, synthetic trousers and a down jacket. Just using the flex tail pump. Yeah, one of my favourite bits of kit this. Pumps up my air mat, shrinks everything down, and it's also the lantern that I use for when I'm filming videos. These have hardly budged. I nipped out to check on them before bedtime. Everything was still peachy. So much easier when there's no wind. Poles are stuck in the sleeves a little bit. What happens when you put them in wet, or they get wet, and they freeze up. Just going to shove the tent in the bag. Now fancy, because I need to dry it out when I get home anyway. Using something like this for multi-day, a bit more of a faff, because you've got to dry it in situ somehow, or what I tend to do is I separate the inner and put it in a different bag. Freezing cold. So my gloves are wet from yesterday, so I've only got a pair of emergency sort of workman's gloves, safety glove things. I'm saving them for walk down. May as well do a bit of a summary of the camp, although I really need to watch where I'm walking. Following this tiny little streamy bit So all in all, I've loved getting out. I think I was ready for it. It's been a good test pushing some of the kit right to the limit. I was expecting to have to put the down jacket on, but in all fairness, the quilt, although I did have a hoodie on, it went down to the temperature that it said it did. So I can't complain at that at all. Happy with the sleeping pad. It's really comfy, although it looks really fragile. I suppose they all do. Always make sure that you're going to be standing on something solid. I'm really glad that I chose to get the Unna instead of the Solo. Yeah, there's loads and loads of space inside, and I was a little bit worried about the lack of a dedicated vestibule, but the virtual vestibule works so well. You can have acres of space for all your gear, your pack, and the room inside, it's such a luxury. There we are, look. As for the weather, yesterday and today, chalk and cheese. This would have just been a puddle. At times it was even difficult to stand up with the wind, and there's not breath this morning. But that's the Peak District for you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and if you want to see the new Nor Tent Vern 1, then make sure to subscribe, and then you'll get a little notification when that video drops. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.